Hello and welcome back to my channel, Crafty Concepts with Erin. I'm Erin and I'm here today with the creative design team, and we're bringing you ways to celebrate mothers. I thought it would be fun to create a Mother's Day scrapbook layout. I am documenting these photos of my mom and one of her little dogs, and you can see there's a lot of creams and yellows and kind of rust tones and browns in the photo, which is going to coordinate with this paper pack beautifully. This is the Good Vibes collection, and this is a special with Close to My Heart right now out for National Scrapbooking Day, which is coming up in May, and I'm going to tell you more about that. They're having a 2-day free online virtual crop, and this collection is part of that. So let's go ahead. I'm going to clear this up and we will get started. Hang with me until the very end of the video too, because I created a Mother's Day card to go along with this that I just am super excited how it turned out. So I have narrowed the pattern papers down to these 3. I know I want to use these on my layout. I think they go with the photos really well. So I'm just experimenting with paper placement. The Espresso brown paper with the floral pattern is a little bit busier, so I'm going to tone that down by just using a smaller section of that paper. I'm going to cut a 5-inch section, so we have 5 by 12, and then I'm going to actually gut out the center of this because it's just going to be a border around the edge. So I'm cutting in 1 inch from the top and bottom, and then I'm going to join those together, and then we will be able to save that center piece there. The back side of this paper is super cute too. It has all these colorful little cameras. Let me flip it over so you can check that out. What scrapbooker doesn't like cameras, right? I am going to build this on a sheet of white daisy because we're just piecing it together, so I need a base page. This one I've trimmed to 7 by 12, and then this glacier pattern paper is about 4.5 by 11 is what is showing. So again, we have that 1/2 inch margin all the way around. I'm going to add some espresso ink to the edges just to finish that up. I'll speed this up quite a bit so you don't have to watch that whole process. This just gives it a nice finished look. I do want to mention that I printed my photos at 3.5 by 5. That does include the white border around the edge. I print them that way so it saves me the step of matting them. So 3.5 by 5 in total. And then check this out, you guys. This is a sneak peek. These are not available yet. It will be in May, and I am just in love. I love doilies. I absolutely think they're fabulous. And there's this large one here. Look how pretty that is. And then the smaller one as well. So what I'm going to do is tuck them up in the upper right-hand corner, and I'm going to use this area to create an embellishment cluster and tie everything together just like this. We are going to create some embellishments with the April Stamp of the Month message in a bottle. This is so cute, guys. You can do so many different things. So if you look in the back of the catalog, there's always a featured Stamp of the Month. So this is the one for April. And what it is you can get it for $5. It's an $18.95 valued stamp. And if you spend $50 or if your order reaches $50, you can get this for $5. And if you're a VIP, you can get it for free. So with your qualifying purchase. I've seen so many cute things turn up from this stamp set. Here's a card I created around St. Patrick's Day, and I just put the 4-leaf clover is from my stash, but then we have this little scroll which is from here, and you have the little cork that you can put in the top of the bottle, and then I did a little watercoloring, and it's just so fun. But we're going to create a couple of these on today's layout. We're going to turn these little bottles into flower vases. So I have a piece of vellum, and I recommend stays on ink when you're stamping on vellum, otherwise it will smear. So I have a couple bottles. I chose this shorter round one. I'm going to stamp that right onto the vellum. You still need to let it dry before you cut it out or touch it with your fingers or anything like that, but it does dry much faster, and then it's permanent on these non-porous surfaces. So then we have a tall bottle, and I like the staggered heights. That's just going to add some interest. And then I'm going to repeat with just regular black ink those same bottles on shortbread, and then again the larger bottle on glacier, and I'm going to back the vellum with the cardstock. Now, we all know vellum can be very tricky to adhere because you generally will see the adhesive. Now, if you use an adhesive sheet and back the entire thing, it becomes invisible. So those are 12 by 12 double-sided adhesive sheets. I cut down just a piece large enough for my bottle, and I'm adhering that to my bottle. I'm going to grab my microtip scissors and fussy cut this out, and then I can go ahead and remove the backing of the adhesive sheet and then line it up on the shortbread bottle that I already cut out off camera. So I'm struggling a little bit just because I can't get my head over it to line it up, because then I'd be in your way. So I'm just going to line these up, and the vellum gives it this really pretty soft look. I repeated that with the taller glacier color bottle as well. We're going to turn these into flower vases, but for now I'm just going to set them up top, and then we're going to do some more stamping. So if you look in the catalog, there is this stamp. It's called Mother, and it has these definitions that are just really fun. And then this stamp set here is called Forever a Friend, and I'm going to use this to create my title. This would be great for Mother's Day cards as well. So let me pull in my stamps, and then I have Paprika and New England Ivy. Now, neither one of those colors are featured in this paper pack. It would be Nectarine and Sage, but I wanted darker, more intense colors. So those would be like the next color on the family line, if that makes sense. I have cut a piece of white daisy paper, and I am stamping in Paprika these letters, and they spell out mom, and they're made of flowers, and they're so pretty because you can layer the leaves over the top, which I'll do here in just a moment. So we just spelled out MOM. I'm going to switch to my New England Ivy and then grab the second layer. So you have two different stamps to make this particular image, and then line it up. I recommend starting with the actual flowers and then adding the leaves. It's definitely easier to line up when you do it in that order. At least I thought so anyway. So then we're just going to ink up our O, give that a good press, and then you can see we have the word mom. I love how you can customize this to match your layout with the different inks too. I'm going to throw a dovetail banner in the end here, and then grab my journaling pen. This is a 0.03 just journaling pen in black, and then do a doodly line around the edge. So just take your time, pull your arm towards you rather than trying to rotate your wrist. If you keep your wrist kind of straight, it helps you get those nice straight lines. Or you can just make them purposely wavy. I know we've all done that a time or two, so whatever you prefer. This just gives it a nice decorative edge and adds some detail to that otherwise plain white cardstock. I'm going to anchor my photo. That's going to be my title, or part of it. We'll add to that here in a moment. I'm adding some Sundance to the right-hand side to balance out that color. And now this is a drawer of just bits of florals and leaves and sprigs left over from Cricut cuts, different projects that I didn't use. So I like to dig through here before I stamp new ones. So I'm just pulling out different ones that I think will work. That one's gorgeous. That's actually from this one. This is the Leaves and Sprigs, and it comes with a die cut, and that is still available. Love that stamp. There is this Floral Cluster here, and I thought that might be fun because it matches the pattern paper in the background, and I'm going to pop that up on some 3D foam, but I'm going to set it there for now. I did remove the adhesive, so now I can kind of move it around if I'm not 100% sure. The Good Vibes collection is actually a workshop, so it comes with coordinating cardstock and other little accessories like these wooden flowers. I love the texture that the wood brings in, so I thought those would look fun, and the little floral bouquets up there. This sticker from the coordinating sticker sheet says captured moments or captured memories. And I'm going to tuck one of those white doilies. See how fun these are? You can just tuck them and nestle them and use them to pop your embellishments and stickers, and they're just really cool. This is the largest of the stitched rectangle dies, and I love these because you get the outer frame and the inner portion, and they both have that stitching detail. Perfect for cards. But I am going to use this. I want to stamp my definitions in that area in the lower left. We have this stamp here, but I think it would just be off balance. It would just kind of need something in that corner. So this frame is going to add that glacier color and also balance that corner out. The frame is going to add some visual weight. Hopefully that makes sense. So this little definition stamp, you can stamp the word mother and then you have 4 different definitions. But since I already have the word mom for my title, I'm going to leave off the mother part and then just stamp the definitions underneath my title. I had flipped my VersaMat over for stamping. It has that foam backing, which gives you a nice crisp image, just in case you are wondering why I did that. I'm going to trim the frame down here, and that way I can tuck it underneath the photo and underneath my title. I'm very fortunate in that my mom only lives about 20 minutes away from me, so we do like to get together and have afternoon coffee as often as we can. So I stopped by for a visit, and her little dog thought she should be the center of attention, and I just thought it was a funny moment, so I snapped a couple pictures. I'm adding some more wooden embellishments. We have the arrows and the hearts. I think the smaller heart looks better. And then what's a layout without perfectly imperfect patterns? You can't have one, right? I'm just kidding. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you know how much I love this stamp. So I have the tiny little splatter stamp, and I'm going to add some splattery bits with espresso ink. Let me tuck some underneath the doilies here. I think I'm going to do a second one. It's just another little visual detail to take in, and it adds more of that brown. Since we only really have the brown on the right hand side, I wanted to bring in just a little bit more. The arrow is pointing to the top sentiment, which says, person who loves unconditionally. I like that one the most, so I wanted to highlight that with the arrow. These little hearts, the little row of hearts, are also from Perfectly Imperfect Patterns. You can see there's different background texture stamps on there. Again, just bringing in more of that espresso color. For this little heart, I decided to kind of make a custom embellishment, and I'm using liquid glass to adhere this to a heart I trimmed from that same floral pattern paper. And then once I get the bottom adhered, I'm actually going to fill it up with the liquid glass. It's a little bit hazy at first, but as it dries, it's crystal clear. And like I said, it's just this fun custom embellishment that matches our pattern paper perfectly and brings that, pattern over to the left-hand side of the layout. I think those little bottles from the Message in a Bottle April Stamp of the Month set is so cute. They make the perfect little floral vase. So I do want to show you what I did with the Mother's Day card is took the layout design, scaled it down, and created a card. So we have repeated the little floral vases. I have the doily and then the same pattern papers. On the inside, it says, Happy Mother's Day to my greatest teacher, my best friend, and my cheapest therapist. And on the front in vellum, it says, there's no other like my mother. If today's layout inspired you, give me a big thumbs up. It lets YouTube know you are appreciating the content. Stay tuned because Andrea will have something amazing for you, and be sure to check back in the days that follow because the rest of the creative design team will be bringing you ideas to celebrate mom. Bye!